So part 2 ended with Alice Universal Silent Voice, and now let's move over to unofficial patches. Let's install them. Download manually. Unofficial patch, that's number 1. Go to Files, take the unofficial patch, download manually. Let's go to my mod source, look for my unofficial Oblivion patch, that is 153 megabytes. Let's see, that's this one. Okay, I already downloaded here. So open up rybak, go to installers and install it. So drag it to the installers, right click on it and install. It contains an OPSE plugin, OPSE jail fix, another one, training fix. Say yes to both and wait until the installation finishes. Didn't take long. I like it very much about rybak that it's not taking long. I'm using an SSD, but yeah, using SSD, so it's a bit faster probably. Let's see the next position. Unofficial Shivering Isles patch. Open the page, go to Files, download manually. This one. So it's 38 megabytes, so it's this file already downloaded. Open rybak, go to installers, drag the Shivering patch, right click, install. Alright, next please is the DLC patches. Files, 4.5 megabytes, the unofficial DLC patches. This is that file, download it manually. Once downloaded, drag it to your installers and right click on it in the installers tab and install. Okay, moving on. Now you can see in the ESP filter tab that these mods have ESP files. Check them all. They should be automatically checked by rybak, unless you don't have some DLCs. In this case, uncheck what you don't have. Install them and activate the ESPs in the mods tab. These ESPs have to be loaded after the base DLC so that they can work correctly and before the bashed patch. You can use boss to do that automatically. Okay, so let's go through the unofficial patches. I see that these ESPs were activated. Citadel Door Fix, Oblivion Patch ESP and UOP Vampire Aging and Fix. Then we have Shivering Isles, also has its ESP listed here, and the DLC patches, all is activated. So let's move on to mods. I will move the bashed patch to the bottom, then I will activate them all in the mods tab and exit rybak and run boss. Select game, I would like to use it for Oblivion, okay, and run. Okay, no errors, no warnings, looks good. So now they are sorted. Let's go back to rybak and look, they are all in the correct order. All right, so we can move on to the next position. QWERTY cleanup. Let's look at the file. Cleanup 0p56. Let's look at the structure and let's look at the instructions. Install it with rybak. Okay. Doesn't say anything else. Rybak. Then go to installers. Go to my mod source. And this will be called cleanup. Am I right? Cleanup 056p. Yep. So let's move it to the installers. Install it. Obviously you download it manually. Then you get this file. Move it to the installers, right click, install, and then there is some instruction about ini file. Open the QWERTY cleanup ini located at Oblivion data ini. Okay, Oblivion data ini, and we need QWERTY cleanup ini. QWERTY cleanup ini. And then we change clean actors to 0. Let's see. Clean actors to 0. Save the ini file. We're done. Okay. Move on to CTD and memory patch EN boost. This patch can improve a lot with you have some extra RAM. If you have some extra RAM, probably. Unfortunately, it is not compatible with ENB graphics. Do not install it if you plan to use an ENB. That's what I plan. If you don't want to use an ENB, you should really install it. Okay. I will skip that one because I will use an ENB. Let's go to the NVAC and New Vegas anti-crash. Yes, you can use it for Oblivion. Simply copy the nvac DLL to your Oblivion OPSE folder. Oblivion data OPSE plugins. Okay. Let's open the page. Go to the files. That's the main file, the current version. Let's look at the structure. It says plugins NVAC. Okay, let's look at my file. NVAC. I have a custom build already where I only use the NVAC plugins. So actually what I did is I downloaded this file, then I opened the archive, extracted it to NVAC. I will do it 3 minuses just to make sure I don't go into a folder that I previously created. Yep, exactly. So I will open the same folder in another window here. NVAC minus minus minus. Now I have them on the both sides, so I can precisely show you what to do. In one window, make a new data folder. Data, this is our target folder. Now in the other window, go inside NVSC, in the data folder, go inside, create opse folder, go inside, copy the plugins in here. This is how it looks inside. So we have data, opse, plugins, and the plugin. And this is basically the structure we need. So now right click data and add it to an archive, name it NVAC, I name it minus 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 custom, so I know it's my custom mod. Okay, archive created. Now I can drag the window here. I have my mod with the correct structure. Take rybak, move it to the installers tab and install. Of course, it's a DLL, warning comes up. NVAC is now installed. Alright. So that was it for the section stability and opse plugins, fixes and patches. And now we move on to base textures. First of all, there's QTP3R. Now comes a biggie, QTP3R. Open the page, go to files. There is only one file and it's 1 gigabyte 321 megabytes big. Download it manually. You will receive this file over here. Open your rybak and drag the file to the installers tab. Afterwards, right click on it and install. This can take a while. There will be probably a couple of gigabytes of textures that will be extracted to the data folder. See you in a while. Actually, 2 gigabytes probably extracted to the data folder. Now this is done. When you go to general and configured files, you will see a lot of textures. That's good. Let's look what's next. Download the QTP UOP compatibility patch in the optional files. Let's go here to this link. Files, optional files, QTP compatibility patch 50 megabytes. And this is exactly this file. I already downloaded it by clicking download manually. So open up rybak and drag this file over here. Let's look at Bevi's page. You should have unofficial DLC patches, then QTP Redimized and the compatibility patch. Alright. Okay. I have cleanup and NVAC in between because this was the order. But when I compare my order, I have unofficial Oblivion patch, that's correct. Shivering, that's correct. Oblivion DLC patches, correct. Then I have QTP3 Redimized and the compatibility patch. It does not contain any plugins, any ESP plugins. Good. So I can activate it. Right click on it and install. Done. And the QTP turned yellow. That means something is overwriting. When we look at conflicts, Yes, this file is overwriting that things. Good. That's according to the Bevilex guide. Next up, bomb-red texture pack for shivering isles. Shivering isles. Okay, never been there. Never played this game through. And there is one file on this page. Obviously I have it already downloaded. Where is it? Bomb-reds. 718 megabytes. What I do is open my rybak installers tab and drag the file over here. Right click on it, install. Simple as that. This is gonna take a while. See you in a while. Okay, it's done. Bomb-red's texture pack for shivering eyes is installed. Let's move on. Grasses, trees and landscape. Here is the part where I make some of my choices, especially for trees. I use Lush and Gaudi, and I will show you how to install Lush and Gaudi. Okay, so grasses, trees and landscape. We start with landscape retexture. Install the SI version 2. Choose 1K or the 2K version depending on your graphic card. I choose the 2K version. Let's close up the other pages, open up landscape retexture. Go to the files section and here we go. High res is 2K, low res is 1K. So this is Shivering Isles and this is the Cyrodiil part. So we will start with landscape retexture 2K. Download this file manually if you have a good graphic card. If not, then take to 1K. Let's see, landscape retexture, I already have it. 2K, 827 megabytes, it's this file. Alright, rybak, installers tab, drag the file to the installers tab. Okay, once done, right click on it and install. Installation done. So we move on to the other file, landscape retexture Shivering Isles, 245 megabytes. Yes, that's the size, so it's this one. Download it manually. You will get this file. Open up rybak, go to the installers tab and drag the file to the end of your installers list. Once it's here, right click on it and select install. Next up is improved doors and flora. Open up the page, go to the files section and Bevilex tutorials say install the main files. We have got two main files, improved doors and flora and IDF update. Download improved doors and flora manually. You will get this file. Open rybak, drag the file to the installers tab, right click on it, install. Then the IDF update, it is this file. Download it manually and open up rybak, go to the installers tab, drag the file, right click on it and install. It is important to do it in this order. First the main mod, then the update. Moving on to the next mod, it's improved trees and flora. Open up the file, the page, go to the files, there is one file, 19 megabytes, improved trees and flora, 19 megabytes. Download the file manually, you will get this file. Open up rybak, drag the file to the end of your installers list in the installers tab, right click on it, install. Then we can close this page, move on to improved trees and flora 2. Go to the files section, take this file and then the ITF2 update. So improved trees and flora 2, download manually, you get this file, rybak, installers tab, drag the file over here, right click, install. Then the ITF2 upgrade, this file over here, 23 megabytes, open rybak, installers tab, drag, right click, install. We move on to Alive Waters updated. This is now important because it says first install the assets here, install the file Alive Waters, but do not install the ESP. Okay, download the file manually, 13 megabytes, Alive Waters RAR, open rybak installers, drag the file over here, highlight it, deactivate all plugins, right click on the mod and install. So it installed the assets but did not install any plugins. Good. Then first we did this and now we open this page. Then install the no fish only of Alive Waters updated, this page, and check the ESP. Good. Files, no fish version, download manually, 39 kilobytes, it's this one here, already downloaded, rybak, drag the file, right click and okay, you see the ESP is activated, right click and install. Now let's go to our mods, and I see I forgot to activate the QWERTY cleanup ESP, so let's do it. Move it up the bashed patch, same for Alive Waters, and let's run boss. Let's run the boss. Alright, no errors, everything's fine. So let's look at rybak now, and the plugins were here they are. The plugins were sorted. Very good. Now let's run the game to see if everything's still working. Okay, let's load the last save. And the looks are getting better. Some nice textures. Not bad. UOP in the console. I see. Low level processing fix done.
Imperial criminals scum like
Some mod magic is already happening. So the game is fine. Let's go back to Bevilex Modlist. Moving on to grass overhaul. Let's open up the page. No instructions here, so should be straightforward. Grass overhaul, download it manually, you will get this file over here. Let's see, grass overhaul, 209 megabytes. It's this one. Rybash, drag the file, right click on it and install. Simple as that, and we got the grass overhaul. Does it come with any plugins? Aha, there you go. Let's activate them all. And because I did it after the installation, it turned red. So I will right click on it and anneal. Okay. So I annealed it. And it says, it shows me those files in yellow. So I will anneal them as well. Can always do it to resort the files and update the files according to the installer's order. If you see some of the files turning yellow, this can take a while. That's the big file. It turned out I needed to anneal it twice. Then I needed to anneal the landscape retexture here. Then anneal this one and this one. And I've corrected all my errors. No yellow highlight anymore. We're done with the grass overhaul. So now a very important part, trees. Let's see what we got. So you can choose arboretum. This has no instructions, I think. Or tree overhaul. Or lush and gaudy Floriana Gloria. And that's my choice. So what have we got for lush and gaudy Floriana Gloria? That's what I'm going to install. Let's open up the page and read the instructions. If you want a more fantasy look, yes, I want. Install these. Install the first main file for the high-res version and the last file with the cleaned ESP. Lush and Gaudy Floriana Gloria 1.3 and Lush and Gaudy Floriana Gloria cleaned and optimized patch 1.3 full pack. The second one cannot be installed directly. You need to extract it and take the ultra-res data folder and repackage it to a new archive. Drag the new archive to WB and install it. Watch this video. Let's see. Hello and welcome. Yeah, that's my video, okay. Watch this video if you want to know how to do it. So, let's go to the files. Lush and Gaudy Floriana Gloria, files, main files. This is the first main file. We install it normally. 278 megabytes. Let's look for it in my mods folder. Lush and Gaudy Floriana Gloria 134 blah blah blah. That's the one. Rybash. Drag it to the installers tab. Right click on it and install. And then we need this file over here from the files section of Lush and Gaudy. Lush and Gaudy Floriana Gloria cleaned and optimized patch v1.3 full pack. It's 30 megabytes. So it's this file over here. And what we do is we download this file manually, obviously. Then we get this, we go inside, go into the ultra res version. Here you got the data folder. Now, let's open another file browser on the site. create a new folder, name it lush trees patch custom. Okay, go inside. Let's check the data folder. Yes, it's correct. Okay, so again, go into the patch file, go into the ultrares subdirectory and drag the data folder into the new created directory. Then right click on data, 7-zip, add to archive and name it lush and Gaudi ultrares patch custom.7z. Alright, I already had 7z. Okay, like this. Enter. Let it compress. And afterwards, when we have the file ready, open up rybak installers and drag the file below the lush and Gaudi. Now let's activate the file. Install it. Right click on it and install. Alright. So now this file overwrites this file, and that's good. Let's look at our mods. I can see there are new inactive plugins, so let's move the bashed patch over here, activate them. I don't know what's wrong with the grass overhaul, but let's move the bashed patch to the bottom, obviously, and let's try and run boss. Boss is already running. Turn off boss, quit boss and start it again. Run. No errors, 30 plugins. Good. Let's get back to rybak. Yeah, this file is obviously missing some masters, I think. I don't know. But we can try building bashed patch now, and it should sort out these problems. Let's see. Right click on bashed patch and rebuild bashed patch cbash beta. Building with cbash is cool. It's faster and allows more things to be handled, but it's still a beta. If you have problems, post them in official thread, then use the non-cbash build function. Okay. I used the non-cbash function before, but I will experiment with this now. Should rybak attempt to import your settings? Yes. Okay, the following mods should be deactivated prior to building the patch. Okay. And now let's click build patch. Let's see what happens. Okay. Activate bashed patch. Yup. There we go. No more problems. Everything looks perfect. So go back to our installers and move on with our installation. This is it for this part. We finished with Floriana Gloria. I showed you everything, even if what's in this video. So the next part we will continue with Far Cry Grass. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.